It is considered that an accentuated workout of the gluteal muscles is a purely female task. In fact, it is useful for the stronger sex as well. In this video, we will tell you how to pump up the muscular glutes, so watch to the end, it will be informative. To achieve good results, combine compound and isolation exercises. Different muscle groups require different types of exposure. The big gluteus maximus responds better to growth into complex exercises. To pump up the legs and thighs, such as squats, lunges, and pulls of various kinds, the gluteus medius in the broad fascia tensor can be activated by various abductions, thrust movements, and static. Dynamic techniques in general, pay attention and remember your sensations while doing the exercises to adapt the training. Let's take a look option for exercises that will help you achieve the desired results. Squats with a barbell on your shoulders. It is well known that squatting with a barbell develops the gluteal muscles, and not only them, but also the legs, back, and even the abs. To make ordinary squats even more effective, try squatting with a barbell in a wide leg positioner, as it is also called sumo stand with a wide leg stance. You will put more strain on the gluteal and adductor muscles of the thigh. It is scientifically proven that when the feet are turned outward, the gluteal muscles work more actively. If you find it difficult to squat with this leg position with free weight, you can try sumo squats in a Smith, but do not forget that it involves much less involvement of the back muscles, and a limited stroke of the bar is very demanding. For the correct technique of the exercise, sumo squats can replace conventional squats. You can do it in the traditional scheme 4 times 8, 5 times 5, or 4 times 10. On a leg training day, pelvic raises with weight, you can do it in 2 ways. The first one, the bench on which you lean with your back will play the role of a support place, a barbell or dumbbell on your hips. Tense your glutes and hips to lift your pelvis up so that it forms a line with your back. Hold in this position for 2 to 3 seconds. Lower yourself down. The second option is a classic glute bridge. The weight is also on your hips, but you are lying on a mat. Legs bent at the knees, feet turned outward, powerful movement to lift the pelvis as high as possible. At the top point, make a pause for a couple of seconds and then lower yourself to the starting position. These exercises are excellent for developing the gluteal muscles in the rear surface of the thigh deadlift. The deadlift is an exercise that develops more than 80% of all muscles doing pulling on straight legs or in classical style. We certainly develop the necessary heel point, but to focus even more attention on the glutes. It is worth trying a sumo-style deadlift to do the exercise in the most effective and least traumatic way. Try to take such a position that your pelvis is as close to the barbell's bar and your shoulders are hovering over the bar, but your back is straight in this case. You will be able to shift part of the load from your back to your legs, and your back will only participate in the upper phase of the exercise, remaining in static tension for almost the entire distance. Powerlifters have proved the effectiveness of this technique for lifting heavy weights. Practically all world record holders in the categories of 110 kilograms and below prefers this style of pulling, squatting in the well. This exercise will help you develop leg strength. If you can't squat with a barbell, or if your back is too weak to do the deadlift, grab a dumbbell or strap a weight to your belt so that it is between your legs. Put your feet on step platforms or special wooden plinths in such a way that the barbell or dumbbell does not touch the floor. When you lower yourself to about a 90-degree angle and go up again, your back should be bent forward as little as possible, and the downward movement should take place by pulling your pelvis back and bending your legs at the knee and hip lunges. This is one of the most effective exercises tested by girls around the world. It can also be modified slightly to put more emphasis on the glutes. While doing the lunge, tilt the body slightly forward, which shifts some of the workload from the back to the glutes. Reverse hyperextensions. Everyone knows the power of hyperextensions to strengthen the back, but few are aware that there are also reverse hyperextensions. Some gyms even have special machines. But alas, not all the essence of the exercise is simple in the position lying on the bench on your stomach. Take the position. so that the thighs are parallel to the floor, and bend the knees. Now lift your legs up as much as possible and return to the previous position. If the height of the simulator allows, you can do this exercise with greater amplitude, bending and unbending straight legs to complicate the exercise even more. You can use leg weights or additional weight in a special trainer. Reverse hyperextension. Not only develop the glutes, but also affect the muscles of the lower back, making it stronger and more enduring the role of anatomy in glute training. Ignoring the back and glute training, and in particular the upper back, is one of the most common mistakes made when training the back of the body fascia. The paper-like substance that surrounds muscle tissue can limit or stimulate muscle growth. According to the fascia theory, the hips and glutes are connected to the upper back training. These areas together stretch the fascia and stimulates muscle growth. Want to pump up your glutes? Then train the broadest muscles of your back. When building a training program for beginners, we recommend combining these groups within the same day. What are your favorite glute exercises? Share your experiences in the comments. Friends, we recommend you watch our videos. Thank you for watching this video. To the end, if it was interesting, press the thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. There will be a lot of useful information. See you soon.